And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another special episode of the Simply Awesome Podcast. I mean, we back
Yes,
again.
sir.
The one and only hashtag Poppy and my co-host, Mr. Royal Static,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and the lovely Miss Patrice Petty, extra mayo.
Extra mayonnaise. Hey y'all.
Get it. And we back at it again. How's everybody feeling? Let's tap in.
I feel broke right now. I
Feel
need
broke?
to figure out how to unbreak myself.
Broken, not broken. What's wrong? What's broken?
I said just broke.
Broken or broken? What's broken?
My pockets.
Oh, I mean, pockets, cervixes, and whatever stuff.
No, not. Ooh.
We will. I
No
feel,
version.
we gotta get your pockets laced.
yes, sir.
Either one. Royal.
Yeah, I
How
feel
you
good.
feeling?
Still alive, still breathing, still C19 free. That's it.
Okay. Oh,
In
we're
a
not
little
gonna
better
sound
shape. Been great over here. How you feeling, fools? How you feeling?
I'm feeling ecstatic. Life's pretty good. Working. Dad's back in the house.
Yes, sir.
safe and
Yes,
sound.
sir. Clap it up for
You
Yes,
know.
sir. You back up
Thank,
in there.
thank you,
Let's
sir.
go.
So I'm feeling blessed, highly favored. All those good things. Looking forward to the rest of 2023 in the second month this year. So far, so good. No complaints.
Yeah.
Just looking forward to bigger and better things.
Mm-hmm.
And even though we're looking forward, how about we just take a trip back to memory lane and let's highlight right now. So today makes February the 1st of 2023, which represents the first day of Black History Month, and pretty sure that we all definitely. I think our culture needs to definitely highlight our achievements and our innovations that we had over these years, because Black people have really created this country for what it is, as far as building that foundation. And that's what I feel, Black History Month is all about, is just showing that recognition for our Black culture and our Black innovators. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, we as a culture, as Black people, we do that. The larger American culture doesn't do that. They relegate us to a single month and it's the same characters. They never talk about Marcus Garvey or anybody else. They don't speak on anything else other than Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X a little bit. They'll get George Washington Carver, your Dirty B. Du Bois. That you maybe a Langston Hughes or something there. That's it. That's all you'll do. You'll maybe do a Coltrane, Jackie Robinson, and that's literally it. That's all you learn about.
Yeah, it's very minute in the fact that when we look at inventions or the essential things that we need, it's just not from our civil rights leaders. It's from just the standard, common Black folk. In terms of having lights, refrigerators, of course, peanut butter, and things of that nature. Things that we
Oh, guess
use on
what
a
I
day to
just
day.
found out today?
What's up?
We invented vaccines.
Of course.
I love Black history.
That's what we do. We're inventors, and we created this country to run to what it is, and we just don't get the credit for it. We've been through world wars where we had to fight for our country, and we didn't have any rights in our country,
No,
so this month is really a time to shed light on our culture, and hopefully we can make it not just a month, hopefully where we get that recognition year round, like we justly deserve, and we deserve a lot more than just recognition, honestly, by the way.
Well, we know
starts with there.
We know we aren't going to get in the school system. That's why we have to self-educate and learn more about our culture outside of the school system. Pick up a book, actually learn something about a historical figure.
Yeah.
Don't just go by what your school teaches, because that's going to be a small sliver and a slice of what life we have done. Most people didn't know that we helped with the space program until they saw Hidden Figures.
Right.
That should be common knowledge for people.
Certain knowledge is not common, especially when it's great knowledge, that people need to know, especially within our culture.
Like we helped create the GPS, we helped create the video game system as we know it today.
I didn't even know
Cell
that.
phones, the internet, that's us.
Cell phones.
Well, creating a GPS does make sense because Harriet Tubman, like, so that was just in us.
But even think about it. Everything had to been for most part invented by Black people because we were slaves. Do you think that we were trying to work harder, or you think we were trying to work smarter?
Definitely smarter.
Again, a lot of ideas during that time were stolen from us. They were patented in whoever was the master's name. So if you invented something, it wasn't your invention; it was your master's invention. You weren't even a footnote in history. You didn't create it.
Yeah, the man who created vaccines, I don't think he was a slave. He ended up getting sold, getting bought by somebody, whoever is credited for making the smallpox vaccine. It's a white man, but he bought a slave, and the slave is called his name was Onemus. One I must. That's how it's spelled. But his name was Onemus, and he was like a healer in the slave fields and stuff. So he told him how to get rid of smallpox. But I ain't never seen Onemus in not one history book, not one health book, not nothing.
It's unfortunate. We don't. Everything has to be. It's sickening the fact that everything has to be pretty much self-taught, or you have to go to a place of higher education.
I think so.
And what makes it sad is the fact that the students are indifferent to even wanting to learn about Black history or history just in general, because they got they're so detached from it.
Most of your history classes just memorizing facts for a test. It's not brought to life. It's nothing that's made relevant to your life that's going on there. They'll say, "Oh, remember this date, this date, this date. Remember this date and pass your test." That's all they will tell you.
Right.
They'll say, "Hey, this affects your life. Hey, this
not only that,
you had this without this."
Not only that, we talk about other cultures before we even get to Black culture, and think about it. We don't even talk about them until late 1800s and 1900s. Predominantly, we're talking about segregation and then the civil rights movement, right?
According to history books, Arab history started as slavery, then Jim Crow, then segregation, all of this stuff, and then civil rights movement. Then everything was peachy keen after that.
Right.
Nothing else happened after that. Everything was solved at that point.
Right. We don't ever get into minutia or the precursor of what led to X, Y, and Z.
Nope.
But we're gonna take this month and really recognize our Black pioneers, and we're gonna make sure that they're represented correctly here, at least within this space.
And I also think we need to really take this month to enjoy being ourselves and not calling ourselves ghetto, not talking about Black on Black crime, not being ashamed of the stuff we gotta do, because at the end of the day, it's culture, and nobody else is ashamed of their cultures except Black people.
Let's just set this straight right now. There is no Black on Black crime. That's
right.
That's a buzzword the media made up. That doesn't
but
exist.
There are Black people who will celebrate Black history and be like, "Oh, we only need to celebrate the positive and we did this and we did this," and call the rest of the stuff we do ghetto because they're brainwashed. Let's not be brainwashed. Let's be happy with our ghettos, our ghetto-ness.
You don't hear about white on white crime or Asian on Asian crime. Most crime is proximity based. It's who you're around. If you're white, you live in a white neighborhood, you'll create crime against white people. Come on now. You're Asian in an Asian neighborhood, you're going to create crime against other Asian people. It's not based on who it is, it's based on proximity.
Right.
So no. Black immigrant crime is a terrible, terrible buzzword that people keep saying. It does not exist. It's just crime. It's
Right.
crime in the area that you're in. That's what it is.
Right.
But yeah, since we're talking about Black History Month and education and all that, let's go to the next subject real quick. Next topic is Ron DeSantis of Florida. Everybody's favorite governor, you know him. Everybody know him. Yeah, if you pay attention, Florida colleges got stripped of their AP African American Studies programs. And there was such a huge uproar. People were like, this is what I studied. Why would I not have this in my college? That they brought it back again. But they've stripped it down very heinously, saying, okay, you can't talk about the queer perspective in Black history and AP history. You can't talk about the feminine perspective. You can't talk about Black Lives Matter. You can't talk about very prominent leaders. You can't do anything with Ta-Nehisi Coates readings or anything like that, or anything that's they can see as controversial. They stripped a lot of stuff down, basically saying you will stick to this. We're gonna add Black conservatism into it, which is nothing wrong with being a Black conservative. That's cool, whatever. But yeah, they really messing up the program. Like, oh, you're gonna do this strictly through this lens.
Basically, we can only learn about white men and what makes white men happy, which is other white men.
It's sad for them to do that. Like, why would you strip a program down?
Or white men assimilators.
And these, you gotta keep in mind that these people are paying for this for their education, and
Yep.
This totally disrupts what they had in mind of learning, and maybe it's kind of productive. Maybe it leads them to go into more HBCUs who don't have that curriculum stripped down, but that's very unfortunate, especially when you strip down Black feminism and LGBTQ community, Black Lives Matter, and what's the last one you said?
Something about the conservatives.
Oh yeah, they're adding Black conservatism, which is cool. That should always be in there.
That's fine, but that's not the totality of our Black history or what the curriculum to be about.
It's crazy
knowing about this, the stereotypes would led us to even having bad stigmas about Black culture, and having the white Europeans being begrudging us, and
it's crazy that Black conservatism is even a subject. It's cool, whatever. Most Black people are conservative with their views on a lot of things. But
when you said he's stripping AP for high schools,
colleges,
colleges,
Hmm.
And that's for all of Florida, or
Florida. Or the college board.
He's stressing me out. First of all, Florida has the richest history in America. Like, everybody had to come through Florida. But Florida and Baltimore, I'll say. All the slaves was either going through Florida or coming through Baltimore. How can you strip? That's confusion for me.
Because they can't have the right to do it. That's why he want to do it.
All he want, and it's not going to affect him right now, but in another 10 years, that whole state going to lose like everything. Everybody going to start going to out of state to go to college, to go to the HB. And he has one of the biggest HBC FAMU, like, that's like top 3 HBCUs in the country.
These people do not care, bro. They won't get their agenda done. They do not care.
Yeah, if you wanted to go to HBCU in Florida,
they want to feed their family.
Now it's like
feed their constituents.
And that's your main curriculum. Like,
it's crazy because the people that he is pandering to are very rich Republicans that don't give no deal. Like, I don't want this turned off. I want people to learn this history at all. Get the fuck up out of here.
He about to really kill that whole. He about to kill that whole state. That whole state's economy is based on colleges. Like, You about to get rid of FAMU, one of the biggest colleges, HBCUs in America.
FAMU gonna be the college. They'll shut down the college. There's alter this program. They say you go alter the program. Do all the colleges. You're not gonna be able to do this, that, this. We keep everything else. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but I mean, it definitely,
If he's stripping basically
kills off
everything from
one
an
of the main-
African American college,
one of the main curriculum, their main curriculum, right? Well,
Yeah.
that would attract students to want to actually come there, right? So that's very deflating, which can
It is deflating. It's very deflating,
could
but
lead to a lot of
what can you
transfers
do?
or people
What can you
looking to
do?
get education elsewhere. Because when you think of going to a historically black college, granted, history is not the only department at the HBCU, but that's the main draw.
I would think that
main
would affect
attraction
the
to
African American
it.
studies program. Like if you got a degree in African
100%.
American studies, let's go with fucking shit up.
100%. Like I mean,
Like,
how could you want to work there?
You gonna start a
I
fucking
mean, how
riot.
could you want to work there? I mean, besides for a paycheck, but I mean, in terms of adequately giving out that curriculum education, I think that's a disservice to yourself morally and given towards giving word now content to students of higher learning.
He must be friends with Trump because I don't like it. I hate it for him.
It's not a great decision in my opinion, but hey, that's what they want to do. He's the governor. He can do whatever he wants in the state. Hopefully, the people actually can get this overturned or get the bill changed or something because this is not right. It's not right with me, but hey, maybe that's just me. I don't know.
I thought I was gonna go to Florida. I ain't going down there now.
No, I'm still going to Florida. Yeah.
All right. While we're on the subject of school, let's get to this wild basketball coaching incident that happened. So there was an incident in Virginia where a basketball coach posed as a 13-year-old basketball player in a JV sport game, got a block and a layup in the game, and then she fired. This is a young lady that was 22 years old, that was an assistant head coach, and now she's fired. She subbed into the game as a player.
Yeah, and I heard that she lost the game.
I'm like, what's going on? Like, why would you? Why?
You got this grown woman trying to relive her high school career, trying to get a little stats up, just to lose. By the way, not only lost the game, but lost her job. Career. I'm not even too sure. I don't know what it. I'm not too sure you press charges. Well, I think you just lose the job, but for impersonating a 13-year-old,
impersonating a child, yep.
It's crazy. Granted, though, I will say, who are the people?
Taller than the students. She wasn't much taller than the students. So
but who are the people checking or verifying the players that are in the game, though?
The refs, maybe the school attendant.
They just take people word for it, because it's not like they got IDs.
Well, they should have a school ID. If they go to school, they should have a school ID. But no.
Yeah, but when kids come to play games and stuff, they don't carry all that on them.
They don't.
They just come in with the coach.
That's true. Coach like, I'm gonna suit up real quick. I'm gonna suit up for the game.
Yeah, it's an integrity thing. But
it is an integrity thing. I'm glad she.
Shorty didn't even look. But Shorty didn't even look 13 years old though.
No, she's 22.
I'm not too sure how.
She might be petite.
No, she didn't look 13 years old.
I'm glad that woman was fired. She don't need to be there.
Yeah.
There's no reason you as a coach should be summoned into a game for a damn child.
Impersonating a child.
I'm dead.
For any reason.
You right.
Like,
man, it was a crazy story, man.
2023 early with the wild story.
Hopefully that woman learns her lesson, man. Hopefully she learns her lesson.
Hopefully she does. Loses job for nonsense. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next thing. Oh, let's get into these concerts that's popping off.
Yeah.
We have 2 major concerts that tickets is about to go on sale soon. Real soon. Beyonce's Renaissance concert and Lil Wayne's concert right there. I think the
I
Carter
don't
concert
even
is
know what I
called.
just did.
The Carter.
You took your video off.
Didn't. I don't know what I did.
You know she did.
I'm excited for both concerts. Hopefully I can see Beyonce. I'm not trying to
She
sell
had to,
cheap.
she had
I'm
to
not
sell a
trying to
video
sell-
camera for the ticket.
I'm not trying to sell 2 ribs and a kidney just to see Beyonce, but that's the
Oh, I found the
they
little
say it's the
globe.
given
She
price.
sold her video camera for the ticket.
And
Or
Lil
towards the
Wayne,
ticket.
all I gotta do is be
You gotta
fast
sell
to get
things.
those. I know Wayne gonna sell out, but he ain't gonna sell as fast as Beyonce. So maybe I should be able to get a ticket for Wayne.
I definitely want to see Wayne. Hopefully he
tickets go on
shows up for
sale
the show,
Friday.
by the way. But you know,
Wayne tickets go on
sometime.
sale Friday. He's gonna be in Merlin area. He's gonna be in Silver Spring at the Fillmore.
And also I want to shout out Lil Wayne for having a crazy a legendary career, and to be able to just be able to tour and have all his fans clamor and just be excited for him to for him to tour, and everybody want to come out to see him, and show him appreciation, because we saw him at the heights of heights, and saw him dip down, to where it's like, okay, it's a Wayne verse, so we like Wayne, so sometimes you just give him a little appreciation just because of a verse, but this is a real appreciation for, like, hey, we love Wayne, we love the tremendous career he's had, and
Wayne,
see him live.
Wayne's been in the game professionally since like 93, 94. He's been nationally known since like 97. The man was in the game since like 13. He was a child star. People don't look at him as a child star. His first album dropped when he was like 15, 16.
And he had one hell of a run, we want to say from like 2007 to what, 2011?
Like 13.
Oh, 13?
Like 13. That was
11.
Fire run.
He had a fire run.
Like, ain't nobody touching that run. That run is
run is ridiculous.
That is a run nobody else going to touch.
Well, I think Drake is still on his run.
I feel like
Drake
I don't know how to
Drake had a good run, but it's not even close to that Wayne run. It's not close.
I figured it out.
I
don't know what the fuck I did.
I would say that Wayne run, that impact is different from Drake's impact.
If Wayne and Beyonce had a kid, it would be Drake. That's how I feel about Drake. Like,
yeah, Drake is definitely the golden child.
He has Beyonce's star power, but he has Wayne's like rap artistry. I would say
Drake's the golden child.
Yeah, like he really
Drake still has no classics.
But Wayne is that pioneer that
he the daddy. He the new daddy.
I mean,
he not Birdman no more. Wayne got all these kids out here. Like,
man,
if you listen to anybody, you can hear
the eye for talent. The eye for talent to have Drake under your wing and have Nicki Minaj under your wing, is tremendous. And you even have Tiger, quiet as a cat. You had Tiger on your wing as well.
Yes, Tiger had a good run for like 2 years. I don't know what the hell old Black China happened.
Yeah. But he still make fire. He still make a hit.
Tiger
every year. West Coast. This is my thing with West Coast people that make music. It just be on the West Coast, so he probably is still a superstar.
No, Tiger popping. The thing is, their music stays and their music don't travel like unless it's a national hit. But their stuff can stay hot. They can stay hot.
That's what I said. I'm sure he's a superstar, but West Coast niggas, they stuff stay West Coast, like. So I'm sure he's still popping, like, but he just not popping over here.
Yeah,
but we still know who the hell he is. Like,
the Wayne ticket at least gonna be affordable. The Beyonce ticket's gonna be out the stratosphere.
Yeah.
Again, I ain't trying to sell a kidney and 2 ribs.
But don't be fooled though. Don't Wayne
I'm still trying to figure out how to log into
Beyonce.com.
Beyonce.com.
Don't be fooled though. Those Wayne shows gonna be sold out though.
Oh yeah,
I
they gonna sell
did
out. They gonna
register,
sell
but
out.
now they need me
Nice.
to like do an extra registration. I
You
swear I've been
register for
on
the
this.
Ticketmaster?
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out because I thought I had a Ticketmaster. I don't know what the hell going on. Beyonce really about to stress me out.
It's gonna be tough, man. You gotta
Hey,
register.
hey,
You gotta
audience.
register,
Just
man.
before we started recording, we had Royal register to be part of the Beehive. So
I
now
had to,
he's
man. I had to see
officially
if I get me a ticket, bro. Gotta see if I get me a
he's
ticket,
officially part of the Beehive. And Patty, she's
Is over
still
here stressing, trying to figure out
stressing.
how to.
She's still trying to find an extra 3,000 K, 3K.
Man,
Right.
them nosebleeds gonna be
And
expensive.
then I gotta buy snacks. Like I can't go to an event without food. I'm gonna need at least another $200 just to eat.
You know, a burger there go like $50.
She says
So
she's
yeah, you
single,
gonna
ready
need
to
that.
mingle, and she still needs a Valentine's Day date. So any
I
suitors,
definitely do.
she's
I
willing
said
and
my kid
ready.
was gonna be my Valentine every time, but no.
No.
So
All right.
Realistic goals. And then
I'm
Roy,
always single, y'all.
you always single?
Yeah, I'm Baltimore's favorite bay.
Mm. And then Royal say he's selling his do rags, for 100. You know what I'm saying? He bound to get a Beyonce ticket. I'm telling you, my words.
I'm trying to one way or another, man.
Between his baby mothers and his do rags, he about to make a kill.
Funny. All right, let's go to sports right now, man. Let's go. The Slap network owned by Dana White right there was airing on TBS, going viral right there for the crazy ass slaps. If you were on the internet like the last 5 years, you've seen the slap contests. It was not sanctioned by anybody. It used to be at bars, at clubs over in Russia. It was all over World Star YouTube. When there was an official league, we would go up there, pound your hands up, slap the fuck out of somebody, and get paid for it. I know everybody seen the video of the guy where his face was lopsided like he had a stroke. I know everybody seen the one where the guy fainted and he got slapped. The shit is fucking hilarious to watch. I love it.
Well, it's a good
Yo,
for you.
I be watching it when the females do it. That shit be taking me out because they be so happy at the end, like, yeah, it was a great experience. Face fucked up. I be like, girl.
I love
She
watching
just
them.
beat you like a hoe in the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah.
You could be anything in the world. Be fucking for real.
I'm not for that barbaric league, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that's good entertainment.
I mean, it's good entertainment for some people, but I'd rather the good old, fist fighting.
Look, these are all legal adults that chose this profession to do it.
You know what I'm saying? It's funny at times seeing people's face being lopsided from one side to the next.
One guy has ear fucked up.
No, they be looking like
like
cartoon characters.
You know what it looks like? Don't you know when you're driving real fast and you got a pizza in your in the passenger side, and then I mean, all the cheese goes from one side and the other side is nothing but marinara sauce. That's what they face look like.
Me personally, I would never do that shit.
Me either. You couldn't pay me enough money.
Let me just go into space. Come on, I ain't fuck this up.
Yeah,
no, that's crazy. That's crazy.
They face be trying. They look like a whole alien.
Like you could really injure something. You could accidentally smack somebody in the temple too hard, and like I know they got a science to it, but if you hit somebody in the temple or in their ear hard enough,
hearing loss, we do all that shit.
You're gonna give them a concussion. You can get concussion.
Oh yeah, they're definitely.
That's why it's signing waivers.
Ooh, Royal, I'm on the Beehive pre-sale registration.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's go.
Says she's the number one B.
Let's talk about the number one QB in history retiring for the second time. Number two, Boogaloo.
Boo, go get your wife.
Hopefully,
he said he don't want her.
Hopefully, he stays retired this time, man. Let Brady stay retired. Or retire with number two, Dr. Boogaloo. Let him stay retired. Let him go to Fox Sports. Get that bag over there. Do not come back to the game, Tom.
Do you think
he's not come back to the
do you think it's
game, Tom?
It's not,
let it go with it, brother. Let it die out. Get done.
It's not over until after week 1 of this year is over.
You're right.
It's-
You're right.
it's-
You're right.
I
You're
mean,
right. You're right.
even still, we might have to wait
'cause-
till after the playoffs.
Because he might say, all right, I had all this time off season to think about it. Somebody want me right now. I'm back again. I'm back again, baby. No, I don't want it to happen. Let it be done to him. Let this be a final retirement. Go ahead and be a broadcaster. Go ahead and join Shannon and Skip over there on Fox Sports.
Yeah, it's still
Go
crazy.
ahead, be a broadcaster, brother.
It's crazy that last time he retired, like he couldn't stand it for more than 2 weeks before coming back.
He's like, these kids drive me fucking crazy. I got to go back to work.
Real quick. Man, but shout out to Tom Brady. He's definitely the GOAT quarterback of the
Tom
NFL.
Brady.
I mean, that's one hell of a career to make it to 10 Super Bowls and win seven of them things.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Like, that career will never be matched again. It will never be.
Nobody thought he was gonna be shit, yo. He was just a regular ass motherfucker. Nobody thought the program got him right.
Like,
you see how long he was drafted? Like
that nigga's a
played-
superhero. I be wanting to
played
hate him, but
23
he's really a
seasons
superhero.
of tackle football.
Yeah, but they changed a lot of rules
23.
because they changed a lot of rules so he wasn't get hit though.
He still was getting hit though. You gotta think about it. 23 years of getting hit, whether it's just a little bit, that still adds up.
It does add up.
Like 23 seasons?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm glad he retired. Hopefully he can stay retired this time.
Yeah, I'm glad he's able to retire in relatively good health.
Yeah, relatively.
As far as we know, I mean, his wife was talking a little bit different about.
He'd be fucked up. I'm fucked up. My ankle's hurt. My wrist fucked up.
But you have to stay in tremendous shape just to even last 10 seasons,
Yeah.
So for him to be 23 seasons, he's definitely kept his body in peak condition. So, shout out to Tom Brady and staying true to his training regimen. And what a hell of a career, man.
Yeah,
white or black, saying that's one hell of a career.
That's a great career. That's a career everybody wants. What you saying, Patty?
I said that nigga is a superhero. Like, who the fuck does not leave football?
Oh yeah, Patty, he's single. So I mean,
he said, "I ain't going nowhere, baby."
I would not.
You wouldn't shoot your shot at
That's that fucking bad, Patty. He better go over that bitch.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely no. He don't know how to treat white women. What would he do with me? We would be arguing.
Well, think about it.
It don't matter what he do.
He can't get no worse. I mean,
he can't get no worse.
I'm saying he already seen the worst. So I mean, he can only go up with a black queen. That's what I'm saying.
That's a good way to think about that. That's a really good way to think about that.
We ain't talking about him. We talking about me. Y'all trying to give me a murder case.
Look, do you want these Beyonce tickets?
No, you just sit there.
You want these Beyonce tickets?
Patty, what you gotta do is you gotta sit there and say, "Yes, Tom, I agree with everything you say." You totally right.
Matter of fact, y'all said he never home anyway. So
yeah, I'll see you.
Yeah.
Oh no, but he retired. No, I don't want him.
No, he won't be in the house no more. He'll be working.
He still be working, yeah.
He got a full broadcaster career. He got like this. He got a podcast. He got all this extra stuff.
He's gonna be a broadcaster. Oh my god.
Yeah. He got all his hustles he doing. He like, I don't need to be in the house.
I don't even know what his voice sound like.
Nobody does. He'll do interviews like that.
Right, the nigga don't do nothing.
I mean, now he will, but
now he will. So. Hopefully, he takes an off season and do some media training.
Just relax and accept the Bitcoin from him. That's $50K, by the way.
Oh, this was cool. This was cool right here. We gotta get to the elephant in the room right now. Tyree Nichols. RIP that man. For those of you that don't know, this man was beaten to death by the Memphis police by 6 officers. They say 5, but it was 6. There was a white officer who tased him before he got on the ground. These people beat and abused this man, kicked him in the face, kicked him in the side, punched all on this man, said stop this and stop this, and made sure their body cams wasn't showing video with court audio. The only reason we know this actual event happened the way it did because a neighbor that was out there had their ring camera set up and saw the whole thing. Otherwise, this murder, this assassination of this man wouldn't have went the way it did. We wouldn't have known no details about it. They would just say, oh, he was resisting arrest. He was acting wild and crazy. We had to do this to him. This man was just trying to get home.
A block away.
If you are online, you will see the video all over the online space. I personally am not watching that. I'm not traumatizing myself by watching this man die. I don't need to watch another black man slain in the streets.
Right.
I've seen too many of them in my lifetime. It's a truly disgusting act done by black police officers, well, 5 black police officers and 1 white one, even though they don't mention the white officer, which he should be fired and charged with this too, because he did participate in this.
He did. It was late, but he got.
They're not talking about this man, but he'd be charged too. People like, oh, this is black on black crime. No, once they put a uniform on, they're police. They're blue. They don't have, ain't no race. The only thing they are police. People say, oh, you can't separate the job from the person with this. Once you're police, you're police. You don't say, oh, I'm black, I'm white, I'm this, I'm that. You're police, you're blue. You're blue through and through. You're not snitching on no, I'm a blue. You ain't saying I'm a blue, you're blue.
You're blue. You don't care what side of the hand you came from. Blue is blue is blue is blue is blue.
Again, this is a totally disgusting act. I'm not surprised by it, but yeah, we're eventually gonna see more of this. We all know because the history repeats itself over and over again. Nothing changes.
Yeah,
talk about reforms and all this other stuff, but we've seen they've had reforms in these police departments for the last 10 years, and nothing's changed.
Man,
so I don't know what to do with this. For those of you that don't know, the police were started as slave catchers. That's really where they started at. They started as slave catchers. They weren't no police, they were slave catchers. They literally created laws saying that the free black people, they're freed after the Emancipation Proclamation. They put loitering laws, standing around laws, no job having laws, all that. They would send people that were slave catchers to catch these people, put them in jail, send them right back to the plantation.
What more can we say? Police brutality against unarmed black, men and women. We've been through this same rodeo, year in, year out throughout the pod, and
it's literally every 3 months.
Same story, same outcome. Many families broken, losing a loved one to senseless violence, and and just keep gets us further away from wanting to side with the people that are supposed to defend us.
They have no legal right to defend you. They have no legal. They literally have. They went to court and say they have no legal right to defend you. The only thing they have to defend is property. What? Yeah, look it up. There's court cases when they went to court. They say they don't legally have to protect you. The only thing they have to protect is property.
And it's part of we need more important part of history is understanding of American government and laws, and how some laws have to be updated.
It's truly sad that these people have no
remorse, there's no moral compass or coof, with law enforcement and don't with society, no more.
It's sad they don't have a value for human life. They see you as valueless. They say we can immensely get away with this. They literally knew to come to camera of their recording so that they can say, "Oh, we can do anything we want."
And it's unfortunate that the good cops are messing with the bad cops, but if you're seeing this and you're being complicit, saying you're part of the problem as well.
There are no good cops. I think that's right. There are no good cops. There are good people that are cops, But there are no good cops because these people will go along with everything they do, everything they say. They won't speak up because they'll ruin their career or make it so they can't get back up when they need it.
Or they don't want to be bullied either.
There's retaliation and bullying for the system if you do try to speak up. So there are no good cops. Only good cops are people that are no longer cops or who are snitched on the other cops and can't be a cop anymore. There's no good cops.
Yeah.
There are good people that are cops. I would say that there are good people that do the job that are cops. There are no good cops. You can't say when you as an officer cannot call out anybody saying, oh, they can't say, oh, when stuff like that, they say, oh, I don't know what happened. We don't know the whole story. We don't know what happened. We don't know what went down. Those are good people. They were just doing their job. You can't say that's murder. You can't say they killed these people with cold blood as an officer. And you don't hear none of them saying that shit. So you can't say, oh, they're good cops. How are they good? They can't even condemn their own people. Ever.
Yes, it's true.
Whatsoever. And the ones that do get killed. So
Yes, they do.
And again,
You know,
they're not saying there aren't good people that are cops. There are plenty of good people that are police officers. But there are no good police officers that I've seen that historically. Where have y'all seen that? And you don't see story after story of police. Like what was it? The police officer here a couple years ago that was set to testify against the gun trace task force and all these other people.
I was about to say, I forgot. That's what I was talking about.
He got murdered on the back end of that block. He got called out, and they shut that whole block down. Was saying the Crips and Bloods had to put a damn hit out on that man.
They tried to burn anything.
Bro, he got caught out there by another cop. We all know he got caught out there by another cop.
He got set up to come out there by another cop.
Right.
They literally shut that whole block down. It was patting people down, not letting people through their neighborhood, saying, oh, no, you can't come in here, you live in here. They literally shut the block down for a week, said, no, you ain't coming in here or leaving. Whole time was another cop to kill him, but mysteriously, they don't know who killed that man.
So what can we do to get to do we have any ideas of what we can do to combat?
We can't do a motherfucking thing. We have tried. This has been going on for over a decade. And then I was watching the news the other day when it came on, because like I said, I ain't been on social medias other than TikTok. So so I'm watching the news early in the morning and it's on there and they like, yeah, we need to talk about reforms with the police. And I'm like, it's been going on longer than 12 years, but 12 years ago, I just became an adult. So I just became aware of it with Trayvon. Y'all haven't done nothing since Trayvon. Y'all didn't do shit with Freddie. Y'all didn't do shit with Karen. Y'all didn't do shit with the hundreds of black men. Y'all didn't do shit with Sandra. Like y'all didn't do shit with nobody. So what's going to happen with the only reason Tyree was different was because it was black officers. So y'all worked faster.
You know, in the other stories, those officers will be sitting there with paid leave, waiting to be charged. But they were fired.
It's racism. It's racism either way.
It's crazy how fast they were immediately fired.
And didn't post the white cop who actually stopped him.
As well. A solution to the problem I have is put on the law in every state that the police no longer have qualified immunity. In no state in the United States they have qualified immunity. That's gone. That means when something happens and they mess with you, you can sue them personally. Not just to the public, but them personally going to their personal assets.
I say this shit. Go ahead, Roy.
I say dismantle the police. Say if you're a current police officer, cool. If you aren't, we're gonna tear down everything. We're gonna tear down all the old teachings, all the old training, all that shit. We get all do everything, and if you were a new police officer for the last 5 years, you have to go back through and retrain in the new system of policing.
Okay.
I actually think there's an issue with that. We need to get rid of anybody who is older than 5 years. Anybody older than 5 years ago needs to get rid of, because they not the ones doing the shit. Like, it's every cop has been a cop that's been on the force for a decade or longer in every situation. It's never the young cops. Like, there's some saying, like, if you got rid of everybody in the world that was over 5 years old, the world would be a better place. So keeping the old cops, that's the niggas that's killing everybody.
You give it to everybody. I don't know.
That's understandable. It's like, the older cops are keeping the tradition of the foul.
Yeah, protecting the blue and all of that.
Going
on. I understand what you're saying. Like,
I say make it so they're actually punished when they come up on the police in major incidents. I'm not
They
talking
need
small
the psychologists. They need psychologists to become police officers. That's what we really.
And me, with really stood out to me with this subject is Colin Kaepernick. Just thinking about him, and like, he really was at the forefront of highlighting, police brutality against, unarmed Black men and women, and for him to lose his job for such a true social stance, and to have all, the NFL fans against him, and saying that he was wrong for standing out, it's still crazy and mind-boggling, the way he was outcasted.
It's not.
He just left him to the wind. Left him for chopped liver.
I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked by what happened to that man. Now, I would have been more shocked if it didn't happen to him, but I wasn't shocked by that. You gotta think, who is the majority of people that watch football? Who is the majority of this country? It's not
white,
us. It's not us.
It's white. It's white. Conservatives.
And a lot of these people have no interaction with Black people other than what they see on the news or hear from other folks.
Or see on entertainment.
They literally have no access to us. They wall themselves off from us, or they're not areas where we are. So if all you know is the police is my homeboy Bobby, it's Tony, it's this guy, that guy, it's the people I know. Why would I believe somebody I don't know said, "Oh, all my friends are bad guys"? Say everybody I grew up with and is cool with, and we've been friends for 10, 15 plus years. Oh, they're terrible people, they're abusing people. I'll never see that. They never did nothing to me. I don't see them do anything like that. So why would I believe this person saying this?
Right.
And they'll say, "Oh, Ronda King was an isolated incident." These are isolated incidents. It's not a systematic thing. They'll say these are isolated incidents that just happened. My friends never did that. Their department never had this happen to them. So why would I believe it? They'll say this guy's just a troublemaker. He's a rabble rouser. He's just making shit up.
Right.
And I'm here to watch football. I don't want to hear that shit. Why are you disrespecting the flag? Why are you disrespecting the soldiers? Ignorance. Why are you lying on these people?
So much ignorance.
Deliberate.
And that's a lot. That was a lot of people's stance.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that stance. It's a stance that's not correct, but hey, that's people's stance.
It's what we call it, the South Park mentality in real life. South Park is really just a representation of how stupid America really is, though.
Mm-hmm. That's why I love it.
Yeah. But it's really surreal when you see it in real life.
Hopefully these officers get every year they can get maximum sentence.
100%, yeah. Hopefully justice one day will be served. Now
one day. We know whatever settlement they get and all the prison times that they will get, hopefully. When I bring this man back, they'll hopefully bring the family some sort of comfort.
I feel like they're gonna get charged They're gonna get charged and they're gonna get but they're gonna be free until it's trial time. So it's the same shit with every case. Like they starting
It's
to put them in
50-50.
jail.
It's always 50-50.
Yeah, they starting to put them in jail, but they still get to be free until it's jail time, and then they get to come home after 2 years. So of course these they not going to stop. Like this shouldn't even happen. Who was the last one that just killed Ahmaud Arbery?
Oh yeah.
David something or other.
They just
I don't know. That after him, that shouldn't have happened because he went straight to jail. So why do y'all feel like y'all can still do it? Like it's not gonna be no real change. I think we should start coming outside and beating the shit out these niggas. Giving these niggas hands, like as a neighborhood, like we ain't gonna be recording no more. We just coming outside and we just throwing hands. Like we all finna wrestle if you want, think you about to get crazy arresting him and shit. No.
Yeah, Tyree Nichols
neighborhood
just
ain't
had
built
his
like that no more.
funeral not long ago. Had Al Sharpton there, had Vice President Kamala Harris, had the families of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor also at his funeral. It was really, really tough. I didn't watch the funeral either.
So it's tough, man.
Whoa. I know this bitch did.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Leo. I'm sorry. But this Marjorie Taylor Greene compared Tyree Nichols' death to the rioter Ashley Babbitt that got still smoking on Ashley Pack during the pandemic when they stormed the when they stormed Congress, whatever. Where the police shot her through the window, kept saying, "Please do not come through. Please do not come through." Her dumbass thought she'd go through the damn doorway, smashed the window with the door, and she got lit up like she was supposed to be.
Damn.
Now, how you gonna compare? This woman had every chance to walk away. She was a military veteran, and she said, they said, "Ma'am, stop. Please stop. Do not come through here." And she got lit the fuck up as she should have. This woman gonna say, "Oh, it's the same thing as versa." Like, no, it isn't. Ashley Babbitt chose to die. Tyree Nichols did it. She chose her death. She chose to ignore a lawful order that she should have complied with, and now she did.
And she should be.
Well, not dead. She should be.
But they definitely should have shot her because she knew.
She deserved.
And that'd be my beef too. Like y'all will let white people disrespect the fuck out of the police all the time. Just talking crazy.
Oh, Ashley deserved that shit. I ain't gonna say she didn't. She was just stupid.
And those type of publications and reports are what fucks up our plight, for having these asinine comparisons to bring it back to what I would say is white narcissism, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
These folks are freaking ridiculous.
Weaponized, privileged.
Yes, right. It is. Yes, it is. I'm hoping.
Oh, you guys, hold on 1 second.
It's about that time.
What? They invited this treacherous woman's mother to the damn hit. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. These people was just evil. These folks just evil, bro.
Oh my God. So you told a story about the high school coach trying to sub in for basketball. Yeah. Why it was just a story this week of a lady, a sex trafficker, registering into a New Jersey high school. She was in there for about a week before they caught on to her or whatever. What? Administration caught on to her. Yeah.
So she was trying to collect girls.
She was Asian, yeah. She Asian. They built small and real young anyway. So
wow,
yeah,
she was. I forgot her name.
I forgot her name and everything. But
Let
yeah,
let me look it up.
she
Hold
was
on, let me look it
literally
up.
trying sex traffic, and the kids wasn't even mad about that because they was like, we already been telling y'all she weird, she weird, she weird. Like she keep asking us to come hang out with her, and she just registered in school. And then when we ask her age, she walk off and stuff. But y'all caught her, but then y'all not notifying our parents. So now the kids are starting to, well, they started the protest. I want to say this happened Monday or Friday. It was January was long as fuck, so I don't know when it began and when it ended, but I want to say they started the protest Friday or
Oh shit.
Monday.
Okay, I see
Mm-hmm.
it. 29-year-old woman busted in a high school in New Jersey. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Says she was going to classes, attended, and pretended to be a teenager for 4 days. She was trying to recruit girls for sex trafficking. What the fuck?
Yep.
Hey, yo, he was where's all these sick ass people?
Those was really in school, like.
That's sick. Oh shit. Oh yeah, we got that was a couple at Georgia. Where the hell was leave that man? We got to everyone has a
You
opinion.
forgot. This is bedtime too.
Oh, okay. Well, he said that's his bedtime, man. We got to great close this out, man. Thank y'all for listening to the Simply Awesome podcast, watching, rating, reviewing, all that good stuff. Shout out to the international viewers and national viewers, everybody out there. Shout out to the space station. We see all out there listening to us.
Dang, we didn't even get to the aliens.
Oh, we can do that. We can do that. Let's do one more thing before we close out. Honestly. All right. We can do one more thing before we shut this down. Okay. There's a story about a telescope in India a radioscope, whatever, in India that found radio waves from 9 million light years away. That was blasting the Earth. We don't know where it came from, who sent it out, but it was sent here from somewhere else out of space. We don't know where, and there's nothing else since. All we know is a radio signal from 9 million light years away hit a telescope, satellite, whatever the fuck it was, and we heard something, and we don't know what happened after that. We don't know if it was just them changing radio station. We don't know if it was them sending instructions. We don't know what it was. What do you think it was, Patty?
That you said they was not. I need to figure out how long a light year is. First of all,
That's a lot. Let's see.
you just said they was listening to a radio.
We don't know what it was. A radio signal hit us. I see light.
I want to know if they was listening to music.
We don't know what is it, but it hit us in a radio signal.
It's probably whoever runs Pluto trying to tell y'all to put Pluto back down as a planet.
Okay. Let's see. Light year, the distance light travels in 1 year. Light tips are all right. Let's say it's 5.88 trillion miles. It's 1 light year.
Damn.
So times that by 9, and that's how far the radio signal traveled from.
I feel like that sound like 7 or 8 galaxies away. Like that don't even sound like it's in our galaxy. That's not in the Milky Way whatsoever. That's too far.
All right, it would take you 37,200 years to travel 1 light year.
Yeah, that's not even in the Milky Way.
No,
that's probably like.
It's wild how far away 9 light years is, and we can. Was it 9 or 9 billion? Let's check.
You said 9 billion.
Let me check. Let's see.
9 billion times 5 trillion. That's a good trillion. Gajillion is really a distance.
I'll see.
You just figured out the math.
Oh, that's it. The radio signal nearly 9 billion light years. I thought it was only 9 light years. It was 9
no,
billion.
You said 9 billion.
God damn, that's a long end. Nigga,
9 billion times 5 trillion equals
boy, that's
40
boy,
gajillion.
boy, that's forever away. That's forever
That's why
away.
I said that's not even in our Milky Way. Like that's somewhere.
They say it's
Cool.
they say where radio signal came from is equivalent to looking back 8.8 billion years ago. That's how long that shit took to reach us.
We wasn't even here when they sent the signal. That's what that means. The Earth only 2023 years old.
Allegedly.
So they right. So they sent that signal out before we. But look,
The signal was
oh
sent.
my
The
God,
signal was sent 4 billion years ago. It took another 4 billion years for it to hit us.
they was trying to contact the dinosaurs. No,
The-
they was trying. First, they heard the Big Bang, and they was trying to figure out was niggas okay.
we don't, man.
They heard the Big
That's too
Bang.
much math. That's too much math to do, man. I'm gonna
They
just say
heard
this.
they heard a boom, and they was trying to figure out if their neighbors was good.
Hopefully, whoever said that,
Then they was trying to check on the dinosaurs.
their descendants are still alive, and we can reach out to them whoever they are.
The dinosaurs never answered the call, and we're just now getting the phone call.
Hopefully, we can send a response to whoever this was, and they can respond back to us. So at least we know we're not the only ones out there now.
It's the booth.
So you can't say, hey, nobody out there. No, we can say we found a signal from 9 billion light years away. Somebody out there.
We
Now we don't know if they're still out there because that's like a couple billion years ago. So
that was 5 gajillion, 40 gajillion years ago.
So all right, so one of their descendants are long dead gone, and then we just send out a random signal out there. They're like, oh, the people we send it out to don't
We
get it for like
gonna
a couple
be
billion years.
playing. What's it called? Phone tag. That's what we're
Phone tag
playing.
forever. All right, I'm
Because
think
about time
think
they
about
get
this.
our text message.
All right, think about whenever they sent the first radio signal out there into space. However long it takes for it to travel. Let's say it take 5 billion years for it to get there. They will be getting messages from like the 40s, 50s, something like that. Maybe
I can't even count that far.
That they will get those signals billions of years from that. Now, all the stuff that we're sending out now, they won't get for another couple billion years from that. Now, by the time they catch all this shit from Earth, our solar system will probably be burned out. We'll move on to a different solar system at that point.
Right. We're not even going to be here.
They're like, hey, they're like, oh, we've seen Earth. Like,
the world got
gone.
at least another good 1,000 years. Like, that signal is going to be
where did that be 1,000 years from? The fuck?
Planet Earth got at least 1,000 years.
Where did you get 1,000 from? Where did you get? I just want to know where this 1,000 came from.
Oh, it's less than that?
No, I want to assume it's more, but where did you get 1,000 years from?
It was just a guesstimate because the Earth is deteriorating fast.
Because the sun won't explode, take us out for a couple million years. So like, we got at least a couple million years.
Not if we drown. Humans are destroying the Earth fast as fuck. Like this past 2 decades has been the fastest that the world has ever been destroyed.
Okay, but think about it. Think about how many civilizations have been destroyed and came back. Think about this, like our
not destroying the ozone. This is the only generation to destroy ozone.
Okay. Think about this. We've had what about 5, 6, maybe 7 extinction level events that happened to the planet. Coming from where the meteors hit and we actually got the moon. Coming from where the dinosaurs got destroyed. Coming from the Great Flood that all these civilizations talk about. Coming from all these different things that happened.
So you saying you have faith?
That's
what you're saying.
Listen. That we don't have it. This isn't. We know that humanity has died off, came back, and died at least 2 times. At least 2 times.
Third time is the last strike.
It's probably 3. It's probably 4 more, but we know at least 2.
Right.
So I'll say it. Okay, let's say all of humanity was wiped out doing those things. Humanity came back again, was wiped out again, and came back again. Do you think we're really not going to survive? We're not going to reconstitute again? At some point, let's say the planet is decimated. There's nothing here. We're going back to when the planet was formed again. When the ecosystem comes back, everything comes back. We'll go from a single cell amoeba, split off, and go get back to it. We're gonna eventually come back.
May the strongest germ win.
We're gonna eventually come back. It won't be the first and won't be the last time we've been decimated.
But that's decimated on Earth. What I'm saying is there won't be an Earth at the rate that niggas are acting up down here.
The Earth.
There won't be no resources.
The
we
Earth
will be drowned out.
The Earth as we know it, yes, but we will eventually come back. We've seen that.
That's what I should have said. As we know it.
As we yes, the Earth as we know it won't exist. No. But Earth, the planet will still be here. We won't be on it. Many of the what you're talking about is happening. Many of the animals and stuff won't be on it, but the Earth will be here. It'll heal after a certain point in time. It'll go back to life as usual. Something will pop out. Other plants, animals will pop out, and we will come back again. We've came back. We know we've came back. We know we've decimated. We know.
I love your faith and ambition in humanity.
No, it's not faith in humanity. It's faith in the process of evolution going to happen again. We've seen. Well, no, not we've seen. History has told us that humans were gone, wiped out again. At least the only species we know that has not came back again was the subtropical species like the dinosaurs and the woolly mammoth. The only reason the woolly mammoth ain't here again because they couldn't survive on the warmer climates. But we have their cousins, the elephants, around. They literally just woolly mammoths without the fur. We still got sharks from back when the dinosaurs were around. We got Komodo dragons.
No, first of all,
animals from
I
back
thought
then.
sharks was descendants of dinosaurs, but chickens are.
But sharks have been around with the dinosaurs.
Yeah, so I'd be calling sharks dinosaurs. I'd be like, they're dinosaurs too. Like,
they were out there during that time, but sharks were sharks. Chickens literally were dinosaurs. It's like, you know, they had the velociraptor show the birds and stuff doing that shit. They were birds like back then. They survived the shit.
And they turned themselves into edible. They don't ever make.
They weren't like lizard dinosaurs. They were bird dinosaurs. They were like pterodactyl stuff that were actual birds. They aren't like how the movies portray like, oh, they were all like no, they were birds, like actual birds. But we would call them dinosaurs because they were doing the dinosaur period.
Oh, okay. I thought they was like.
So it's not like they turned from lizards to fucking birds. No, they were birds the whole time. Everybody gets that wrong. Everybody say, "Oh, how you turn from lizards to birds?" No, they were birds the whole time. They was living during that period. They're fucking birds. They're called dinosaurs because they're doing whatever period, like the Cretaceous period, whatever period they were in. They're still dinosaurs because they're doing that time.
I was like, how the fuck a triceratops turn into a rooster?
Everybody says that. Everybody says that. Like, no, y'all think about it. How the fuck would a damn lizard turn into a goddamn chicken? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
We all need to retake that class. I'm sure it's like a third grade class or something. The American school system
is not explained to people. It's not explained to people like that. People just think, oh yeah, Velociraptor turned to a goddamn
because
or T-Rex turned to a chicken.
We finding this information out on the internet. When we learn about dinosaurs in elementary school, they don't tell us about chickens. They have never once said, like, when they just think about when they teach you about dinosaurs in elementary school, all they mention is dinosaurs, plants.
They're like the T-Rex.
Yeah,
all that stuff. They don't tell you about that other shit that's happening. No.
Like my 5-year-old, 4-year-old, well, when he was 4, had to tell me that there are other dinosaurs other than just the 3 goddamn dinosaurs.
There were loads of dinosaurs. Loads of them.
Than the ones we know from Land Before Time. Like the dinosaurs in Land Before Time is the only dinosaurs I fucking know. about no chickens.
You,
Like,
you,
y'all
you,
need to teach.
you see that? You see the ostrich, right?
Yeah,
You see the emu, right?
yeah.
Those were birds back then.
So they was the same ostrich and emu in the dinosaur times.
They were bigger, but they were the same ones.
Oh, okay. But yeah, they need to teach that in school because when they teach you about dinosaurs, all they want to teach you is that there were dinosaurs. Like
People don't think there were birds, there were fish, there were sharks, all these other
I had to
animals
come
that
to
were
the shark conclusion thing on my own too. Like, okay,
all those things were alive back then. Not as we currently know them. Like the sharks were huge, like they was like megalodons, they were huge as fuck. But yeah, like stuff like that, they got smaller over time. But yeah, they were big as shit. Like all that shit was going on. It's not like they stopped making sharks at this point. They just came back to their life right here. Like no, they were all during that time. When the earth froze, it was still underwater. Like all this shit was keep going on.
that would make sense for only there to be fish and birds from that time period.
But
All the
everybody
land,
keep thinking, oh, it was just dinosaurs by themselves. No, it was a whole ecosystem. With like, where do you think the fucking jaguars
I'm
and lions and shit
homeschooling my
came from?
child. I don't ever want her to be 30 years old having this conversation.
Like there were tigers and barracudas and pumas and all that shit back then. Why do you think they keep showing that saber-tooth tiger? The saber-tooth tiger will be alive. They had been hunted to death. They were literally just big ass tigers with big ass fangs in their mouth. She said, "Oh, they're different." No, they're just a bigger version of the tigers we have now with big ass fangs in front of their mouth. That's all they are.
That's crazy.
Oh, they good. No, they were around the same damn time. They're like, oh, and it's like 3 or 4 different periods where the dinosaurs were active. People think it's all one, like they were all active at one time. Though there were 3 different periods they were active.
Well, I have a newfound love for sharks and chickens.
Yeah, sharks and chickens. All right, let's close this out, man. Let's close this out for real this time.
Yeah, he told us close it out like 20 minutes ago.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll close it out. My bad for the false ending. We're gonna end it for real this time. Thank you everybody for watching Something Else Podcast. Thank you for the international fans and national fans, and also this Internet Space Group. See y'all.
See
Thank
y'all.
y'all.
Keep tuning in.
Bye.